Hi guys. First, I apologize for how screwed up this week has been. With me not having electricity all day yesterday, it kind of threw everything, and for most of today, it kind of threw things really it screwed so much up. Um, and also, I must apologize for my appearance. It is late. It is now 9:30. I am leaving early in the morning to um, I'm leaving early on. Oh, looks like Blackboard's actually going to work now. I'm leaving early in the morning to go to the beach for my cousin's wedding. So I've been running around packing all of that, cleaning, doing all that kind of stuff before I leave. I am going to get these video lectures up. Blackboard seems to be a bit slow though. Um, oh, it's working again. Thank God. All right. So what this video uh, is going to be about, this is the video lecture. Oh, come on. Yeah, Blackboard's being ridiculous. This is the video lecture on theme. Okay, so you did not have a reading on theme, and we actually do not have a handout on theme. So basically, how this is going to work is I'm just going to talk to you about theme in the way that writers construct theme and find out what their theme is. Um, in most cases, theme is typically an afterthought. Most writers tend to focus on story first. They get the story out. They write the story out. They write the book. They You've all written your short story. Theme is something that is typically strengthened in the revision process. Um, you look for patterns, really. It's all about looking for patterns. I can tell you from my personal experience when I was writing my first novel that you know, there were these two themes that just the patterns that were in the first draft led me to developing these into themes in the second draft. Um, and there was a pattern of uh, some social commentary, which we'll get to, some homegrown terrorism type stuff, and then there was also a love story. And these things I wanted to really blend together in a cohesive way in the next draft. Um, and that's kind of the way that theme is built. It's not Most writers don't go into a writing process, do not start their writing process knowing that this is what the theme of this piece is going to be. I shouldn't say that most don't do that. Some do. You might have an idea for a short story and you know exactly what the theme is and exactly what you want the reader to get out of it. And that's fine. Write that story, but then go back and reread it and revise it and make sure that, you made all the right choices. Um, so, theme itself, when we think of theme as just the literary term that it is. Theme um, is the moral of the story. It's what the reader is supposed to know or understand or believe at the end of the story. Um, you could also argue that research papers have themes. Um, because at the end of a persuasive research paper, you still want the reader to um, believe you, understand what you're trying to convey. Um, you know, I'll say it again, writing is manipulation. It always is about manipulation. So theme is a uh, theme is a huge part of that. Theme is what you want your reader to learn, feel, think, and hopefully what they will grow from after the way that they will grow after reading your piece. Um, that being said, all right, we still have plenty of time. So often the way the process typically works is that you just focus on your story, you get your story written, and then you go back and you kind of look for those patterns. Um, it could be trying to think of a good example. Um, a good example that you might actually have read, uh, or one that I might have read. Let's talk about Fight Club. Um, you know, hopefully a lot of you have seen the movie, um, or read the book, but I could imagine that, um, the book changed. I imagine that that novel changed a lot between drafts as Pollock was developing his themes, the masculinity theme, the sort of love triangle theme, and then there's also the Great Gatsby-ish theme. Pollock often says that Fight Club is just a contemporary retelling of The Great Gatsby with different characters, which is interesting if you think about it. Um, but there are so many different themes within that one book that, and in the movie too, that all blend so well together. And that is what your ultimate goal is when it comes to constructing theme. You find the pieces that matter the most, and then you take those pieces and you try to blend them into each other. You try to, maybe tease the reader with a something that relates to the theme over here, and then move them in another direction, so that the reader is the one who's building the theme in their own head. They're the one who's figuring out what the theme is. Um, constructing theme. Okay. Uh, what else can we say about theme? Whenever you are sitting down to start writing anything, theme should be the last thing on your mind. You should always be thinking of story, plot, those type of things. But chances are you may have a theme in mind. Often when I write short stories, I know what the theme is. But when I write a book, I have an idea of what I want my theme to be, but it's um, a matter of kind of figuring out how to get to that point. Um, I guess that's about it for theme.